the science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance. I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson. July the 24th, 2018. Yep, this year's getting out of here. We're here live in the studio on Pegasus, Channel 13, Spectrum, TV Cable Network. You can call in tonight, live. Area code 607-272-0319. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. But if you miss tonight, you can pick us up Sunday at 7:30 a.m., Wednesday at 1:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m., Friday at 7:30 p.m., or Saturday at 1:30 p.m. So we got the whole week for you, and we're working around your schedule. So you can watch the show. Or if you miss and you don't have time, and go on my website, on the YouTube page. Go there, and you'll see not just the show you want, but you'll see in the past what we said was true. And I can send you a direct link, so you can have a link to your phone or your tablet, and you can get the show anytime you want. So there's many ways to get it. All you have to do is get on the train. I want to give out shout-outs to those that I always give shout-outs to. Sunshine, Storm, those are my grandkids. Also, Sunshine in Baltimore, Maryland, and Roosevelt S. in New York, New York. Also, Kendra in New York, New York. Also, Pimplia in Australia. Yes, in Australia. So we have people all over, okay? And this is what we do. We give shout-outs, no matter where you at, okay? You let us know you want one, we give you one as well. But this is what we do. Also, we want to let people know it was a rally today at Milton Bernice Pavilion, and it was for women in union and workers' organizations for women, and it was dealing with the living wage. And it was around about 3:30 to 5, and I told them earlier that I would put it on the air, and to see that as this thing moves, but you know, it take off. Why? Because we are doing the living wage, and so this is what we do. We promote and send it out, okay? And we help people to get a living wage, because that's what this program is about. So we couldn't be there with them because we had journeys ourselves today, and man, did we have a journey today. You see, so we told them that we would put it on air, and when we put stuff on air, it goes all around the world. So it's not local. We just don't deal with Ithaca, but we send it abroad so other people can hear it and see it and grab onto it. And this is how we galvanize people, okay, from all walks of life to take part and know about a living wage, because everybody needs one, and this is what we do. Also here with me, co-host Milton Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing, Sam.
All right. Yeah, I told him I I seen someone yesterday of the Workers Center, and I was talking to him, and he said that, hey, y'all got a TV show? I said, yeah, you know we got a TV show. I says, I'll put this stuff on there, and I'll mention where y'all was at, where y'all be at, and tell people that this is what we do, even though we couldn't make it there because we had obligations to do,
Right.
but we can do our part and put it out on air to show that the women's in union is moving and making a move for workers and organizations, and women need to get more pay, and because
That's
right
right.
now they got women down here at the low, and they working hard and doing twice as much, and they ain't getting no money.
Stanley, it's a shame because women work just as hard as men. All right, and some of them hold jobs that some people say women shouldn't have. So I look at it like this here: if that woman get up in the morning,
Thank you.
no make no difference what job it is. If she's doing the job, pay her the money.
That's right.
This is what this is about: living wage. It ain't just about a man's living wage; it's about everybody's living wage.
Exactly.
If that woman can get out there and do the job, then give her the money. But give her the money that she's working for. Let her make that cash. It ain't about, oh, well, you're a woman, I'm going to have to pay you $3 less. No. She's a woman and she's doing the job. You give her just as much money as you giving the next person.
That's right.
It makes no difference on who it is. Okay? This is how you separate and you don't come together. And this is one of the things that we do not condone. All right? If she's out there working, then give her a living wage. Don't chop her money. Don't chop her money because you didn't ask her to chop her time to come into work. You didn't ask her, look, I'm going to give you the day, half of the day off and I'm only going to pay you. No. You didn't tell her that.
That's right.
So if she comes in to work, then the pay rate is $15.75, then you give her $15.75. If he's making $15.75 and he's doing the same job that she's doing, then give her $15.75 because she's doing the same job that he's doing. And a lot of people are sitting out there right now going, you know what? Why do he think he can say that? Because it's a true fact. That's why I think I can say that.
I know one thing. I came here to Ithaca and I seen women. This is the first time when I was working, I seen a woman driving a loader. Okay? I was like, wow. I never seen a woman drive a loader before. A big wheel, loading up. What? And then I saw a woman driving a fire truck.
Yes.
That was the first time I never saw a woman driving a fire truck. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if they can do it, then by all means, give it to them.
That's right, because, it's not like, men are holding this down. You got to understand one thing. Some of these women that are driving these loaders, some of these women that are driving these fire trucks, all right, those are single parents, all right, and they got to do what they got to do. And if they're climbing that ladder, then you know what? Give them the climb ladder pay.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
So, give it to them. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Jocelyn. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday. That's right.
So if these women are out there doing the job, give them the money.
That's
Don't hold it back, because that's not right. Because now what you're doing is trying to separate.
Yeah.
All right? Remember one thing. United you stand, divided you fall. Keep that in mind.
That's right. And so we're on this living wage, and the whole thing about it is that we got them on the run, okay? They know who they are too, you know, but they on the run, and they trying to do everything they can, okay, to stop a living wage, stop the money. That's everything it's dealing with, money. That's what it's dealing with. It's coming down to the money. That's all it is, the money. They don't want to turn loose the money. And that's basically the nutshell, okay? Because every time you go to the legislator, no matter where you go, for them to go to court, whatever you do, it's always about money. And it's always got somebody don't want you to get the money, okay? So they being prejudiced, they being biased, whatever it is, but it's about the money. We don't think you should get, we don't think, this is, and this is in all organizations, okay, and all companies and agencies and groups, this is what they do. They are prejudiced on the money. Oh, living wage? What? No, we don't think you should do that. No, we don't want, no. And they always got someone as a group or member plotting against you getting the money.
That's right.
Don't matter what agency, don't matter what company, that's what they do.
And you got a lot of companies out there practicing not to give you a living wage and not to give that woman that top dollar like he's giving that man.
That's right.
All right? Like I said, if that woman can get out there and strap them boots on, put on that apron, put on them pants, get out there and do it, pay her the money.
That's
Because
right.
she's doing the job that everybody else is doing. So give her the money.
That's right. Give her the money. So this is what, see, we want to, basically want someone to say, hey, we was out there. I told them, someone, holler at us, let us know, so we can say that, you know what, listen, this stuff is going abroad. It's not just staying local, This is not up to Cornell. It's not just at IC, SUNY and all, TC3. No, you want to take this thing abroad, and get the clicking with other schools and organizations that's dealing with this. And if they're not dealing with it, you can galvanize them, and then they can get with this. This is what we're doing. Syracuse said they haven't even heard of a living wage. Well, guess what? We're going to go to them and take it to them. See? Just like we took it to Ithaca, we can take it to Syracuse and wherever. So that's one of our trips where we're going to take it to them because they don't even know about it. Well, we're going to sit in their legislature, find out what they are doing there, and then we can bring it up to them. You see, this is what we do. We go to the heads, okay? This is where we go at, and this is what we do. We go to the heads, and we bring information to them, and don't forget, you know what we about. The living wage. Companies act stupid, you know what we do. Shut them down. Picket. Stay there until they give it up. And you know they give it up. So ask Verizon. Case in point. Ask Cornell. See? Just, you see, oh, don't forget, it was the nurses union, all right, for them, for Anna.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we do. We make sure that you get paid because we already know what they're doing because they did it to us. So we know what they're doing to you because they did it to us. So we know.
That's why we're here.
Exactly. So we're telling you, get on the train. That's what we're telling you, So this is what goes on when you see us. We always doing something to help people, and we always get on guard because he set this program up, and if he don't do what he's supposed to do, we get on him. We get on him. We get on him because he said, hey, you set this up, so fulfill it. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is something that never happened before. Only you can do it. Let's do it. Because I told him the other day, he's slacking. And then he gave me the scripture, 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack in his promise. See, he had to answer me because I told him he was slacking. Now you see how he answered me? And this is what I'm saying. When you do it, when he do things, you will see it. Just like when we do things, you will see it. Because we already told him, there's no more talking. There's no time. We're not talking no more. We're going and do what we need to do. And that is go get the money. That's what we're doing. So we're telling him the same thing. Do what you need to do. Open it up so we can go in and do what we need to do. And that's it. So I don't just tell you I tell God, hey, listen, you got to open this thing up because we got to do what we need to do because these people are against us. You know, like David said, fight against them that fight against us. Fight against them that fight against me. Well, guess what? He needs to fight against them that fight against us because we are doing the will and helping the people to get out of poverty. That's what we're doing. We ain't asked you to do nothing. We ain't just asked you to do one thing. Get on the train.
On the train.
That's all we did. That's all we asked you to do.
Because remember, you can't beat a person with 3 or 4 people. You got to have numbers. And when those numbers show up, this is what happens. In all of those rallies, when those numbers showed up, people were driving down the street honking them horns.
That's right.
Everybody took notice. Of course, now all of a sudden, you put the powers that be at a problem. Because now there's people looking at this. There's people seeing this. It's not hush-hush anymore.
That's right.
Okay, so now we're going to have to step up and do something, whether you want to or not. And this is how it works. Because when we say you need a living wage right now.
That's right.
Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not the day after. You needed it yesterday, right now. That's like they say, well, in 2021, we're going to get $15 an hour. There's people making $15 an hour right now, this living wage, and can't make the ends meet.
That's right.
Because of the simple fact that you chop a little bit off of this here because you don't want them to live next door to you. You don't want them to have the things that you got. All right, you got this CEO sitting up here doing what? Moving his pencil around. All right, and he's getting 7 figures.
That's right.
And then at Christmas time, you get a bonus card to go to Wagner's for $15. But he gets a bonus of thousands of dollars.
That's right.
Okay, so how is that right? How is that even possible? You got the people out there that's busting their neck, you know, doing the sweat and getting everything done. You ain't giving them nothing. So you ain't showing them no kind of appreciation for what they're doing. So therefore, this guy that's sitting up here talking about, well, we need to fire so-and-so, we need to cut back on this and that. All right, the one that's cutting all your stuff, all the money that he's cutting and all the people that he's firing, he's getting their wages. He's getting what they're getting cut back.
That's right.
And you can't, like I said before, you can't take a vacation and go to Elmira and get a Happy Meal, but he's going someplace like Germany, England, the Bahamas, Trinidad.
That's right.
All right? So you the one doing all the work. How you going to go home and tell your family now? And I know a young lady that's working 2 full-time jobs. 2 full-time jobs. And she's barely making it. So you tell me what? All right? When it comes right down to it, give the people the money. Give them what they need to live. It's not like it's not out there, because it's out there. And all you companies that's sitting up here playing with people, I'm a dock you because dock me, but you want me to do the work.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. And then all you people that's talking about, oh, I'm going to fire you because you was late, got something for you.
They gave it micro jobs,
Got
too.
something for you. All right?
They give it micro jobs, 12 hours, 10 hours. People can't make it, you know. And then, you know, they got a propaganda going around talk about this is the lowest of jobs, people unemployment rate and all that. No, unemployment rate is high. They just stopped counting people. That's all that is. You know, they ain't stopped counting the people that was looking for the job, so they throw them out the window, and now they got some new statistic, and that's just to please people to say that, oh, everything is going good. Man, there's so many people that ain't got no job, it's crazy. You know, it's a shame. People can't make ends meet. They throwing bricks, you know, because they gonna survive. And you can't tell nobody that they can't survive, because then if you do that, then you the target. You see, you're the target. Once you tell somebody that they can't survive, you are the target.
You see, so,
okay?
yeah,
Period.
So when it comes right down to it, you force people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. And then the next thing you know, you want to go to their house and lock them up because it's not right. Because now all of a sudden, you are making money, but you don't have a job. All right. But now when I went out there to go try to get this job, y'all turned me down. So you want me to let my family starve because what? And all these people that's on unemployment, like Stanley say, all right, they're counting them as a job.
That's right.
All right? But when they come off of unemployment, They don't stop counting them. All right? But then again, you got more people that's out of a job than they're telling you.
Exactly.
And when it comes right down to it, those are the people that don't have a place to live. Those are the people that are walking the street in the rain, the snow, the sleet. All right? Those are the people that are catching cold, getting sick, and now you don't want to help them, but you wouldn't give them a job. So when it comes right down to it, I just talked to a young lady just not too long ago. All right? There's nothing wrong with her. She can work. Okay? But nobody will give her a job. A young man, he can work, but nobody will give him a job. And then when you give him a job, all you want to pay him is $8.50. You give her a job, all you want to do is pay her $8. All right? You can't live off of that because by the time you hit them with them taxes, they only making $5.25. All right? So let's not even go there.
Yeah.
Because you got so many taxes here that you're being taxed about. They coming up with tax you don't know nothing about, but you're paying the taxes on it.
Thank you.
So let's get with this thing. Give these people work. There's work out there. It's summertime. You can't tell me there's no work out there.
Thank you.
They can cut grass. In the wintertime, they can shovel snow. Give them a job. Help them out. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to sit there and say, oh, well, the unemployment rate, you know, it's getting better. It's not getting no better.
It's getting worse.
What happens is their time done ran up, and you done kicked them off for unemployment. Their extension done ran out. You done kicked them off for unemployment. So now you want to make it seem like they done went out there and got a job.
Exactly.
They ain't getting no job.
They ain't got
now
nothing.
they trying to figure out how they going to make a life, how they going to make a living. That's what they doing.
They got so much money. They raking in. They raking in so much money on all kinds of fines and bank corruption and everything. A matter of fact, the governor and all them, everybody's doing lawsuits for all kind. IRS, they're doing lawsuits against IRS. They did lawsuits against companies that discriminate, but the people didn't get the money. So they got a whole bunch of money they raked in, but the state got the money, or they got the money, or this company got the money, but the people didn't get the money. But that's a whole bunch of money that they raked in. How come people ain't getting some of this money?
Because
how come
they
people's
got it.
not getting jobs that this money that you didn't rake in? So you can't tell me you ain't got no money because you got trillions of dollars that you're moving around daily, and you're moving around all electronically, okay? ACH, EBT, you're doing it. You're doing it, but why? Because we know you're doing it. And nobody ain't getting nothing but y'all. And then when somebody try to get something, you get mad and you try to harass them and you try to do this and you try to do that. But none of that mess gonna work. But that's what you do. We know what you do. We know what the CEOs do. We know what the banks do. We know what all of y'all do. We know what you do. But you ain't gonna prosper because we got God sitting up here and I get on him to tell him get on you. Because if he don't do what he supposed to do, you know what I tell him? Then you with them then. We're going to put you on the side over there with Dagon. That's in the Bible. Because he cut Dagon's hands and head off. So he going to be over there with the same God that he didn't cut his hands and his head off. If he don't do what he's supposed to do. You see? That means he with y'all. Because y'all crooks. And the Bible said God ain't righteous. God is not unrighteous. But if you bring an accusation or an indictment against the King of Kings, he got to do something, see? Because the word says one thing and you doing something different. I told him, I said, you can't be with them. I said, you got to be with us because you started this. We didn't ask to do this. You started this. We're fulfilling it. Now you do your part. Let's go at them. Let's get them. Fight against them that fight against us. And that's what we say. And we're telling that to you. So when you see us get this money for you, then you'll know whose side we on. And you'll know whose side you on. That's our time for the night. I'll see y'all next week with more. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food, happy in a ground. Put down down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in peace pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in peace pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in peace pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youth, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know see from what here, too much blood a run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start.
I'm your host on What Matters at the Roundtable, Stanley McPherson. Not a minimum wage, not any other kind of wage, but a living wage. Our broadcast schedules are Sunday at 7:30 a.m., Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., Wednesday, 1:30 p.m., Thursday, 7:30 a.m., Friday, 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Get on the train.
Y'all have a good night. See you later.